In this video I want to show the volume breakdown indicator and a couple options, or we call them results, within the volume breakdown indicator that some of you may not be aware of but are certainly useful. Something I was recently working with a hedge fund on, showing them, and they seem to like it. So I wanted to share the concept with everybody and explain what it is and how to apply it. So the first things first, I have just a delta footprint chart open. These are the footprint price statistic indicator. There's two of them added. One is showing me the previous day's activity and then today's. So this is today's, and this would be the day before. And this one here is showing me this is called footprint profile, so it's giving me the delta coloring for each price as well. And then the lines that you see in the chart it's the VWAP, volume weighted average price. So the VWAP is the blue line, and then I have one standard deviation band is red and two standard deviation is green. And that's just the VWAP indicator. If you're looking at it, it's just VWAP in the technical indicator list. Okay, so let's look down here at the bottom. I have a volume breakdown indicator added to the chart. I'm going to just double click this to open up the preferences, and you can see I have the result set to delta bars. Most of you may have it, if you use this indicator, you may have it set to delta, which I'll do. And what you can see, it doesn't show the high and low that the delta achieved within the bar, which is fine, but some of you may like delta bars, and you can see it basically shows how, let me move this over, how far delta traveled. So in this case, it went up to here and it closed down here. So think of it almost as an open, high, low, close bar, giving you an idea of where delta traveled and where it closed. So this is a little better view for some. For instance, this bar right here, you can see it traded all the way up to here and then it closed neutral. And look what the market did. Consequently, the market did trade down. So you saw a reversal of momentum or order flow as the market probed these highs. But what I really want to show is delta momentum. And to do so, I'm going to add another technical indicator, or the volume breakdown. I'm going to right click the chart and choose add, delete, edit, add technical indicator, and let's go over here to U through V just to quickly get down to volume breakdown. So I click on volume breakdown and you can see, again, this is the menu we just looked at, and there's all sorts of options. And if you want definitions or you want to understand any of these a little more closely, if you go to the knowledge base, just click on support on our website and you'll see knowledge base, and go in there and you could literally type in volume breakdown or volume breakdown indicator and you'll find what you need. Alright, so I'm going to talk about these two, delta momentum and delta momentum count. Delta momentum, I'm just going to change it to that and click add and close, and you can see it puts one on here. What this is doing, and well, let's first look at the scale. The scale is delta, and what this does, the delta momentum is essentially adding, as long as the delta remains negative for each bar, it just continues to add that value to give you a running total of what the delta is for this. Think of it as a rotation. So as long as the delta was negative, it just keeps adding that negative delta up to give you a read. The moment that the bar closes with a positive delta, it essentially resets. Again, think this is called delta momentum. So it resets the momentum is now an up move, and begins adding the delta, as you can see here, until we get a bar that'll close negative, and then think it really starting another run. So here you can see it just did. So if we look back, you start to get it's very visual which way the momentum is flowing. Are we seeing runs or strings of selling? or buying. You can see certainly in the most recent activity here, we're getting big kind of waves of selling. Then we'll get a little pullback or somewhat some consolidation, then you get another wave. If I scroll back in time, let this just you can see. So normally you're used to looking at delta. This is maybe what you're looking at here, where this gives you a little different view of it, and can be used as kind of a timing technique for when the run ends and you see delta begin to turn. You're seeing a momentum shift, and you can certainly see that's what happened in this case. The market was rallying up. We finally got a bar where we had kind of a probe, and it kind of shifted the momentum. Now another way to view this, I'm going to just double click it and change it from delta momentum to delta momentum count. Now notice when I click OK, you'll see the scale change over here. This isn't maybe as useful, but you can be the decider of that. The scale here is just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as long as the delta is positive, it's essentially just incrementing 1 each bar. So it gives you more of an idea of how many bars it's remained positive for or negative for. So in this instance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see that's what the scale is here. So it's 6 bars of positive delta, 4 bars of negative delta, and here we are on that bar. So you can see, if nothing else, it gives you a nice kind of stair-step view of which way, certainly which side is experiencing more momentum. Okay, hope you found this useful. Again, if you need any help, you can email us at support@marketdelta.com. For detailed information on the volume breakdown indicator, go to the knowledge base and search volume breakdown indicator, and it should be in there somewhere in the list. Thanks.